Find some values. Now you tell me what was the bending moment of BC? Bending moment. We have calculated the bending moment. What was the bending moment? We have drawn shear force and bending moment diagram. Now the shear force diagram, from that we have calculated the bending moment. What was that maximum bending moment we have calculated? Can anybody tell me the value?
39.22.
Okay, 39.22 kilonewton meter. Okay. What was our effective depth? Small d. Small d. Let me know both the values, small d and capital D. Effective depth and overall depth. We have assumed 15 mm clear cover and 10 mm bar diameter.
Overall depth is equal to 20 mm.
Can you repeat it, please?
Overall depth equal to 20 meter.
200 mm.
No sir, 20 mm.
Overall depth at 20 mm.
No,
It must be 200 mm. How it is 20 mm?
200. Sorry. 200.
200 is it right now? Overall depth. And then effective depth
Yes,
180 mm.
yes sir, 180.
Then overall depth will be 200 mm. Okay. So now with this data now, we have finished with the check for the depth. I hope now you have gone through all the things which I have taught you in the last lecture. Now moving further in this regard, so steel reinforcement. The next point is steel reinforcement. Okay. So for the steel reinforcement, we know the formula. AST, area of steel, is equal to zero point 0.5 FCK BD divided by Fy in bracket 1 minus square root 1 minus 4.6 mu whole divided by FCK BD square. So this is our formula. Now in this formula we need to put the values so that we will get the desired answers. So now AST is equal to area of steel is equal to, what is the value of AST now? AST is equal to 0.5, FCK is 20, B is 1000, D is 180, D is 180, then D is 180 whole divided by, it is whole divided by how Fy is 415, so it is 415. Now in bracket you have to put all these values, 1 minus 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6, mu is 39.22, it is in kilonewton meter, so multiplied by 10 raised to 6, so you will get it in Newton mm. Ensure all the units are same. So FCK B is 1000 and D is again 180 square. So now solve this and let me know the answer. what is the answer of this? AST is equal to, hmm, please do the calculation fast. Let me know the answer. 0.5 into 20 into 1000 into 180 divided by 415. Okay, then 1 minus in the square root of 1 minus this bending moment 39.22 into 10 raised to 6. So do this calculation fast. 180 is your effective depth, 200 is overall depth. Let me know the answer of this. Solve it now. What is the answer? Let me know the answer of this. It is not solved problem. Why you are not solving? Roll number 10, 37, 59, 18, 12, 56. Nobody is giving the answer. So solve it and let me know the answer fast. Are you able to hear me? Why this much of time is required? Then if you are able to hear me, then solve this now and let me know the answer. Why you are consuming so much time? See, for the division B, isolated footing is also started. Hmm? Now separate divisions are there. They used to give the answers quickly. You are taking too much time. Solve this equation for area of steel. Let me know the answer. Six 652.9. Okay. So the answer is 652.9. So it is 652.9 mm square. So this is the answer now. Now what we are going to do? Okay. Now what we are going to do? We will calculate the number of bars for this. Okay. So the number of bars is equal to, it is the total area of steel which we got 652.9 divided by area of single bar, pi by 4 into 10 square. We have assumed 10 bar diameter. So let me know the number of bars. Number of bars. How many number of bars? 9. Exactly 9. Okay, 9 numbers. Okay. So now calculate AST provided. So 9 number of bars are required, each of diameter 10 mm. So now we will calculate the AST provided. So AST provided is equal to 9 into 5 by 4 into 10 square. What is the answer? 706.85. Okay, 706.85 mm square. So this is the AST which we are going to provide. Now calculate the spacing. Spacing S is equal to, spacing we need to calculate. So how to calculate the spacing? Its formula is area of single bar, okay, divided by AST provided, AST provided into width. In our case width is 1000 into width. So that is the formula to calculate the spacing. It is 111.11. Okay, so we round it up to 110 mm, center to center. So this is our spacing. Okay, this is our spacing. So here we can write provide provide 10 mm bars about 110 mm center to center. So this is your main steel. Okay, this is your main steel. So along with the main steel, we have seen in the last numerical also. Along with the main steel, we provide top extra bars. Okay, along with main steel, we provide top extra bars also. So now, what are the top extra bars? So here, just double the spacing. Provide 10 mm torque about 220 mm center to center. About 220 mm center to center. Okay. So this is your main steel. These bars are main steel. This is your main steel, and these are top extra bars. Top extra bars. Okay. So now this is for flight BC. This is for flight BC. Similarly, we have to calculate it for flight AB. So all we have done this for flight BC. This is maybe have calculated the main steel for flight BC, and then we have calculated top extra bars for flight BC. The same thing we have to do it with flight AB. Okay. So for flight AB, again we need to draw the diagram. So I will draw the line diagram. Suppose this is the beam. Here the supports are there. These are the supports. Okay. Then loading. So this is the loading. Okay. And after this, landing will be there. This is the landing. Okay. What are the distances? So this is 1.7 meter. See your main diagram at the start of the numerical. From that we have drawn this diagram. For flight BC also we have done the same thing. So now here this is 2.2 meter. Now let me know the values of load. This UDL. What is the value of this UDL? Our total load. What was the load? What was the value of this UDL? Go to the loading page. We have evaluated the loads. What was the value of load on the going length? And here I think on this landing the load is 5 kN per meter. Please check it. On landing it is, I think I remembered, maybe 5 kN per meter. And here on the going length, what was the load we have calculated? That dead load of slab, then dead load of steps, live load, all these things we have considered. So what is the value? Let me know the load. How much it is? 20.56, 18.56, somewhat that sort of value was there. Hmm? Here it is your point A, this is the point B, here is the reaction RA, here is the reaction RB. But unless and until you tell me the value of the load, how we can proceed further? See, these design steps are very important. You should take down the notes so that it will be there with you. Anybody, if you don't, you can put into the chat now what is the value. We have already calculated. Loading calculation. Go to your loading calculation and see the total ultimate load and see what is the ultimate load on landing. I think ultimate load on landing was near about 5 kN per meter, that I have already written. What was the load, this total load on going length? See, this is unsolved problem. This is the unsolved problem. I am only having the problem statement and diagram. We are solving the problem. In the last lecture, we have evaluated the load. Let me know the value of that load so that we can solve this problem further. Anybody? Please do it fast. Huh? See, unless and until you tell me the value of this load, how can we proceed further? Hmm? So it means that you are not seeing on daily basis what is happening in the lecture and what we have learned in last lecture. Hmm? Very
Sir,
casual
total
approach.
load.
What is the value?
So total load is 13.72 and estimate load is 20.56.
20.56. Then why this much of time is required? I don't know. Huh? सर लेक्चर चालू आहे. हळू जरा त्यांना सांगा हळू बोला म्हणा. Okay. So then why this much of time is required? I don't know. You have wasted 5 to 6 minutes in that in just one value. See. So now see, if you see the diagram, now we need to find out the bending moment for this. Okay. So if you see the diagram, this is there is no any direct formula to calculate the maximum bending moment in the beam. Okay, there is no any direct formula to calculate the maximum bending moment in the beam, because even though the beam is simply supported, here you can see the different intensities of the UDL. Okay, if I give the name to this point as point C, then you can see that from A to C the UDL is 20.56 and from C to B the UDL is 5. Okay, if this 20.56 UDL will be continued on this portion CB also, then it was very easy that WL square by 8 we will get the maximum bending moment. But here it is not possible again. So what we can do now? Now we will calculate the reactions RA and RB. Then we will calculate the point of zero shear where the shear force is 0, and at that point we will get the maximum bending moment, and that bending moment we will use to find out the quantity of the steel. Okay. So now take the summation of all forces about B equal to 0. So summation M about B is equal to 0. So clockwise moment positive, anti-clockwise moment negative. Okay, clockwise moments positive, anti-clockwise moments negative. Isn't it? So RA, what is the value? So it is RA into 2.2 plus 1.7. How much it is? 3.9. RA is moving upward direction, so it is positive. Okay, so RA is moving like this. So if you rotate the RA about point B, you will get the clockwise direction. This is the clockwise direction. Second is this UDL. First of all, we need to convert this UDL into the point load. For that, we need to consider the area of the UDL. Area means UDL is the rectangular load. So it's one of the side is 20.56, another side is 2.2. So if you multiply these two, you will get the point load, and it is vertically downwards. Okay, it is vertically down. So if you rotate it about point B, then it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. It will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So what we will do now? It is minus, as it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. It is 20.56 into 2.2. This is the area of the rectangle. Conversion of radial into the point load. We take the area of that diagram. Okay. So then this load will act at the center of this 2.2. So it is acting at the center of this 2.2. So if it is acting at the center, then if this total is 2.2, then half of that is 1.1. 1.1 plus 1.7. हाँ बोला क्या
मिनी प्रोजेक्ट जे आहेत आपले त्याचे काय आपण रिपोर्ट हरकत वगैरे घेतलेले का मुलांकडून आधी मागच्या एकदम
लायब्ररी मध्ये नाही का तिथं असते सबमिट सीसीन कडे असते मिनी प्रोजेक्ट कम्स अंडर सीसी
हा नाही म्हणजे मी चार पाच जणांना विचारलं कोणाकडे सांगितलं
ऑनलाईन मुलांनी दिली होती त्या गाईडला
ऑनलाईन दिलं आधीच्या ऑफलाईनच्या असं आग्रा इन्फॉर्मेशन वगैरे
असणारच की यलमारला विचारलं तर यलमारने ठेवला असेल वर खाली एक सॅम्पल कॉपी आहेत 3-4 मागच्या कमिटीला दाखवले होते आपण किंवा ते सरांची जी केबिन आहे ना एचओडी केबिन तिथे टेबलावरती सगळं मांडून ठेवलंय बघा त्या टेबलाच्या खाली ऐका की टेबलाच्या खाली आहे ना असे सॅम्पल रिपोर्ट ठेवलेले त्याच्यामध्ये असते
बीज मिळाले
हा त्याच्यातच मग मिनी प्रोजेक्टचे पण ठेवले होते दाखवायला कमिटीला
मिनी प्रोजेक्ट
मिनी प्रोजेक्टचे असेच आहेत पण त्यातला वरचं काळं कवर नाही आपली साधे स्पायरल बाइंडिंग आहे okay so 20.56 into 2.2 now if you convert this it will act at the center so from point B this is 1.7 and this is 2.2 means 1.1 so 1.7 plus 1.1 how much it is 1.7 plus 1.1 it is again 2.8 am I right 2.8 now next is this UDL of 5 kilonewton per meter. What is the length of this UDL? It is 1.7 meters. So again it is moving down. So if you see that if this UDL is moving in the down, acting in downward direction, it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction about this point B. If you see this, it is again rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction means it is again minus. It is 5 into 1.7. So 5 into 1.7 is not the moment. UDL means rectangular load. So area of the rectangle, we convert this UDL into the point load. So 5 into 1.7 is the conversion of UDL into the point load. And then now it will act at the center of this 1.2. So from point B, its distance is how much? 1.7 by 2. So 1.7 by 2 means near about it is 0.85 I think. Okay. Then last is this RB. RB is passing through point B, so its moment will be 0. So all this we are going to equate it to 0. Therefore, after solving this, you will get the value of RA. Let me know the value of RA. Calculate and let me know the value of RA.
$34.32.
34.32. Okay. So your RA is 34.32 kilonewton. As we got the positive answer, our assumed direction of RA is correct. It is moving up. Now similarly apply summation Fy equal to 0 and calculate RB. Okay. So summation Fy equal to 0. Upward forces are plus. Upward forces are plus. Downward forces are minus. Then RA is moving up. So plus RA. Then minus this UDL. So it is 20.56 into 2.2. It is converted into the point load. Again minus 5 into 1.7. Again we have assumed that RB is moving upward. So plus RB, which is equal to 0. So if you put the value of RA over here, that is 34.32, you will get what is the value of RB. What is the answer? RB. What is the value?
19.41.
19.41. Okay. I don't have the answers. Huh? Other people, please check the answers. Are you getting the same answers or what? Okay. This is unsolved problem we are solving. So now next. Now we need to draw the shear force diagram and we need to see that where is the shear force becomes zero. At that point we are going to calculate the bending moment. Okay. So here now take the calculator in your hand and just orally we will draw the shear force diagram. Whatever I am saying you should do it. So from left hand side we will always start. See, when a force and reaction is moving upward we will consider it as a positive. If a force or reaction is moving downward then we will consider it as a negative. Very simple sign conventions are there. Okay, so all but for this now you should always start from left hand side. So from left hand side here the first reaction is RA. RA is moving upward, so we are going to consider it as a positive. What is the value of RA? RA is 34.32. So I will plot RA over here. RA, this is 34.32. This is the value of RA. Okay, and it is 34.32. Now on your calculator type there plus 34.32. On take the calculator in your left hand and there type there 34.32 plus only plus 34.32 and equal to. Press the equal to button. Okay, so in the answer you will get 34.32. Then as we started moving from point A to point C, we observed that there is a UDL which is acting in between point A to point C, and this UDL is moving down. It is not moving up, it is moving down. So minus. So press minus on the calculator equal to. Now convert this UDL into the point load. How do we convert this UDL into the point load? After pressing minus, okay, so then your computer calculator screen will show answer minus in bracket it is 20.56 into 2.2, so it is minus 10.91. Okay, so at point C, it is showing minus 10.91. Okay, so I will draw it. Okay, this is it right? 10.91. Then as you move from C to just before B, again there is a UDL which is moving down, and it is 5 kilonewton per meter. So again minus, press minus, it is 5 into 1.7. So it is minus 19.41. Okay. So it is again minus 19.41. So again it will be like this. It is not constant, UDL is there. So this is the diagram. And again when you exactly come on point B, there is a RB which is acting upward. What is the value of RB? It is 19.41. So if you add plus 19.41 in that, it will become 0. So it will go to the baseline, it will connect to the baseline. Okay, so we will see once again. I will quickly draw the diagram fast. So this was our beam. Then the supports are there. These are the supports. This UDL is acting on the beam, and after that another UDL of landing. Okay, this is the staircase we are doing design. So this was 5 kilonewton per meter. Then this is 20.56 kilonewton per meter. Then this distance is 2.2. Again this is 1.7. This is 1.7 meter. This is 2.2 meter. A point reaction RA, B point reaction RB, and just now we have completed the SFD of this. Okay, so if you project this, I will directly draw now. So this is the baseline. Here 34.32. Then after that it is 10.91 at point C, I think. Okay, here. Then after this, from here it is 19.41. It is like this. So this is our SFD which we have drawn. Okay. So if I now write this, this is 34.32, this is 10.91, this is 19.41. Okay, and this point is point C. If you project this point, this is your point C. Okay. Now if you see in this SFD, this is the point where your bending move shear force is 0. So this is the point where your shear force is 0. So at this point you will get the maximum bending moment. At this point you will get the maximum bending moment. So now we want to calculate this. Now I will give the name to this point also. This is C point. Okay. So now this total is 2.2. So this is 2.2. This total, this A to C is 2.2. So this total is 2.2. Now consider these two triangles, this big triangle and this small triangle. This angle is 90 degree. Here also this angle is 90 degree. Okay. Then these two angles are the opposite angles. So opposite angles are equal angles. So these two triangles are similar by AA test. So these two triangles are similar. So we know the property of similar triangles. Similar triangles are having their sides in proportions. So in this case now, see, let us assume that this point is at a distance x. Okay, let us assume that this distance, we don't know this distance. Let us assume that this is at a distance x. Okay, now if this is x, this A to C total is 2.2. So this remaining will be how much? this remaining will be 2.2 minus x. This remaining is 2.2 minus x. So these two sides are known to us now. Okay, so this ordinate is 34.32. This ordinate is 10.91. So if I take the proportion sides, then what will be the ratio? 34.32 divided by x must be equal to 10.91 divided by 2.2 minus x. Okay. If you solve this equation, you will get the value of x. Let me know the value of x. Therefore, x is equal to. Solve the equation, then you will get the value of this x. I am waiting for your answer. One point.
1.67.
Okay. The value of x is 1.67 meter from A. From point A. Okay. So from this point we have measured this. So what does it mean? At a distance of 1.67 meter from point A, we will get the maximum bending moment. Okay. So now if we project this point upward, here somewhere that point will be there. So there we need to take the section. Okay. So here we are going to take the section somewhere here to evaluate the maximum bending moment. This is our now section line. Okay. This is the section line, and you know that this distance just now we have calculated how much it is. This is 1.67 meter. So here at this point we will get the maximum bending moment. Okay. So now after taking the section, either you can consider left hand side or you can go for the right hand side. Okay. So we will go with the left hand side because on the left hand side only the vertical reaction RA is there and UDL is there. Okay. On this side, three loads you have to consider, these two UDLs and reaction RB. So for shortcut, for to save our time and tedious job of calculation, we will do it. Okay, we will now, what we will do, we will take the section now, maximum bending moment is equal to, first this RA into what is the distance, 1.67 about this section. Now whenever a force and a reaction, I am particularly talking about force and the reaction, I am not talking about the couple or applied external moment. Okay, remember this. Whenever a reaction or a force is moving upward, then it should be considered as a positive while taking the bending moment. And whenever a force or the reaction is moving downward, then you should take it as a negative while calculating the bending moment. So now RA is moving upward. So if the RA is moving upward, then it should be plus. So its value is 34.32 multiplied by, we are calculating the moment, so we need to multiply force by the distance. So distance is 1.67. 1.67. It is moving up, so positive. Next is this UDL. So now this intensity of this UDL is 20.56. What is the length of this UDL? You should not take it as a 2.2. Now we are considering the left hand side of the section. So the distance remaining is 1.67. So it is minus, as it is moving down, it is 20.56 into 1.67. Now this is the conversion of UDL into the point load, and it will act at the center. Okay, so center means again it is 1.67 divided by 2. Now solve this, you will get the maximum bending moment, and let me know the answer. After solving this equation, you will get the maximum bending moment, and that bending moment we are going to use to calculate the main steel. What is the answer?
28.65.
So it is 28.65 kilonewton meter. So this is the bending moment. Now we have got the maximum bending moment also. Why we require the bending moment? We require the bending moment to calculate the steel. Okay. So now next thing is steel reinforcement. Steel reinforcement.
So check for depth.
Why it is required now? Check for depth. We have taken already the check for depth. Now for what was the value of the bending moment when we have taken the check for depth? What is the value of bending moment? It is 28.65. Okay. Earlier we have taken the check for depth. At that time, what was the value of bending moment?
39.22.
So if your depth is safe for 39.22, then naturally it will be safe for 28.65, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have already taken the check for the depth for the maximum bending moment. Our that maximum bending moment is 39.22, and for that 39.22, whatever depth you have provided right now, it is sufficient. Okay, for 39.22. Now when you have calculated the maximum bending moment, it comes less than 39.22, that is 28.65. And even though if you take the check for depth here also, it is going to be safe. इज इट क्लियर नाउ? ज्या वेळेला
Yes, sir. Yes.
39.22 डेप्थ होती, बेंडिंग मुवमेंट होती, त्यावेळेला माझी डेप्थ काय आलेली आहे? सेफ आलेली आहे. मग आता जरी मी डेप्थला चेक घेतला तर आता तर माझी बेंडिंग मुवमेंट उलट कमी आली ना, 28.65, म्हणजे ते सेफ येणारच आहे. So for this point now, even though if you repeat the check for depth, then it is also okay. If you don't take the check for depth, then it is also okay, because for the bending moment higher than this value, you have already proved that you have whatever the provided depth is there, it is safe. Okay. So now for further steel reinforcement now. So for the steel reinforcement, again I will write the formula. AST is equal to 0.5 FCK BD whole divided by Fy in bracket 1 minus under root 1 minus 4.6 mu upon FCK BD square. So this is the formula. So here you need to put the values. AST is equal to, it is 0.5 FCK BD whole divided by Fy 1 minus square root of 1 minus 4.6 into, now bending moment is 28.65 into 10 raised to 6 whole divided by FCK is 20, B is 1000 into D square 180 square.
Six.
What is the answer?
Four 66.26.
466.26. Okay. So this is the answer, 466.26 mm square. So now we have got the answer. Now what we will do, we will calculate the number of bars now. So we will calculate the number of bars. Number of bars is equal to, it is 466.26 divided by area of single bar pi by 4 into 10 square. All this is main reinforcement. Now this is the main reinforcement of AB. We are talking about AB now. Previously we have calculated for BC. Now we are doing for AB. What is the answer?
प्रोजेक्ट डायग्राम करतो
कसलं प्रोजेक्ट आहे?
प्रोजेक्ट डायग्राम प्रोजेक्ट देतो मुलांना किंवा त्याच्या नोटीस वगैरे प्रोजेक्ट अलॉकेट करतो पोरांना ग्रुप फॉर्म करतो त्याचे
मग ते
डॉक्युमेंट
सगळे ग्रुप फॉर्म केले, जस्ट 1 मिनिट हा वेट. ते सगळे फॉर्म केलेले जे एक्सेल पिक्सेल आहेत ना, सगळे HR पवारांना दिले. HR पवारांनी नोटीस वगैरे केली. 2017 ते 2021च्या प्रोजेक्ट लिस्ट आहेत पूर्ण त्यांच्याकडे. प्रोजेक्ट लिस्ट आहेत, त्यांना विचारा की 2017 ते 21 4 वर्षाच्या प्रोजेक्ट लिस्ट आहेत. Okay, what is the answer? Can you repeat it please? What is the number of bars? Answers?
9.61.
9.61. Okay. So nearly equal to, we will round up this to 10 numbers. So AST provided, now calculate it. AST provided is equal to 10 number of bars we are providing, each of bar diameter 10 mm. So how many number of bars are required? आवाज चाललाय म्हणा. So how many number of bars are required? So what is the AST provided? AST provided. So तुम्हाला ते मेल केलेलं द्या की प्रोजेक्ट लिस्ट, त्यांना मेल तसाच
लिस्ट आहे त्याला लिस्ट नको आहे ती फक्त.
मग तर काय मला प्रोजेक्ट लिस्टच मागायला लागली.
नोटीस पाहिजे त्यांना ते काय काय बरेच काय काय नाही
नोटीस बिटीस नाही, ते लिस्ट तेवढी फॉरवर्ड करून टाका. पुढचं पुढे बघू.
नाही ते आता सगळे चेक करले.
नोटीस कुठली काढली आपण प्रोजेक्टची? कधीच काढलेली नाही.
हो ते
AST provided. What is the answer?
785.
785 mm square. Okay. So this is the AST provided. So now calculate the spacing. So area of single bar divided by AST provided multiplied by width. So now here width is 1000. What is the answer? Here why 10 number of bars are required? Here I think number of bars is the calculation is right. 466.26 divided by this, we are getting the answer as 9.6. Nobody is checking the calculations. Please check it. I think these number of bars are much more because 10 number of bars are more number of bars for the staircase. Can you check this calculation once again? Will you check this once again? I am telling to all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
466
sir.
because that previous steel area was less than this and we got to the 8 or 9 number of bars, and here the steel area is for 6 numbers. Okay, then why you are not telling on that time? सगळं पुढचं कॅल्क्युलेशन चुकीचं झालं असतं काय? Okay, so here it is 5.9, then 6 numbers. So AST now provided, AST provided is 6 bars. Now let me know the value of AST provided.
Four
470.
one.
Okay, point.
471, sir. Only.
Okay, oh, 471 only. Okay. So now here it is divided by 471. Now calculate the spacing.
One 166.6.
166.66 mm. So we will round up this spacing to 165 mm. Center to center. So here I can write provide 10 mm bars about 165 mm center to center. So this is our main reinforcement. Okay, this is your main steel for flight AB. Now for top extra bars, what we do, we just double the spacing. Okay, so provide 10 mm bars about 165 means its double is how much? What is the double of 165? 165 into 2.
330.
Okay, so 330 mm center to center. So this is your top extra bars. These are your top extra bars. Okay, so now see up till now what we have done. We have calculated, we are designing the open well staircase. Then what we have done, we have calculated the number of risers and number of treads in flight AB and flight BC. Okay, then we have calculated the effective span of flight AB, effective span of flight BC. After that we have calculated the load, what is the load on going length of the west slab, and then what is the load on the landing, that also we have calculated. Then we have drawn the loading diagram for flight BC. We have calculated the maximum bending moment. Okay, after the calculation of maximum bending moment, we have taken the check for depth. Our depth is satisfied. Then we provide the main steel bars for flight BC and top extra bars for flight BC. Okay, after this work, we have come for flight AB. Then for flight AB also we have drawn its loading diagram. We have calculated the maximum bending moment, and after the calculation of maximum bending moment, we have provided the steel bars, steel reinforcement, and the main steel bars for flight AB is 10 mm bar, about 165 mm center to center, and top extra bars also provided for AB. Up till now we have solved this problem. Okay. Now, if you see on the both the flights, we have provided main steel and top extra bars. Okay, for BC also we have provided main steel and top extra bars. For AB also we have provided main steel and top extra bars. Now what we are going to provide? We are going to provide the distribution steel. Okay, so the next point is distribution steel. Distribution steel. So how we are going to provide the distribution steel? For Fe 415, you know that for Fe 415 it is 0.12% of gross area. 0.12% of gross area. Okay, 0.12% of gross area. So now here distribution steel ASTD, distribution steel is equal to 0.12 divided by 100 into B into capital D. You should take now. Gross area means total area, so we have to take the capital D. So here 0.12 divided by 100 multiplied by B is 1000 into capital D. Capital D is 200. So if you solve this, you will get the value of ASTD, distribution steel. What is the answer?
Two 40.
240. Okay. So it is 240 mm square. Now for distribution steel, I will write here, assume 8 mm bars, 8 mm bar diameter for distribution steel. The another name for distribution steel is minimum steel, or it is also called as temperature steel, or it is also called as shrinkage steel. Okay, so please be remember all these names: distribution steel, temperature steel, shrinkage steel, or minimum steel. All these four names are corresponding to this only, distribution steel. Okay, so if you assume the 8 mm bar diameter, then we will calculate now number of bars. So number of bars is equal to, it is 240 divided by pi by 4 into 8 square. How many number of bars? How many number of bars are required?
Four point 77.
Okay, so it is 4.77. So we will round up these to 5 numbers. 5 numbers. Okay. So now ASTD provided, distribution steel provided. What we are going to provide? We are going to provide 5 bars, each of diameter 8 mm. Let me know the answer.
251.2.
It is 251.2 mm square. Okay. So calculate the spacing now. Spacing S is equal to, it is pi by 4 into 8 square divided by AST provided 251.2 multiplied by width. Width is 1000.
Two hundred.
200. Okay. So it is 200 mm center to center. So I will write here provide 8 mm diameter bar about 200 mm center to center. So this is your distribution steel, and distribution steel is common for both the flights. Distribution steel. Okay. It is for AB and BC. It is common for both the flights. Okay. So now this is the distribution steel. Now the last thing is that we need to draw the reinforcement details. Okay. So we will draw the reinforcement details now. Here first of all I will draw it. So now first I will draw for flight BC, then I will draw approach, then going length, then landing. All we will draw first, and in that we will show the reinforcement details. Okay, so now this is our flight BC. Okay, this is our flight BC. Now I will draw the main steel. See carefully how the main steel bar goes. Okay, so the main steel bar starts from here. This is our 10 bar. What was the spacing of our main steel for BC? It is, I think, 110, no? Something like that. Okay. So this is the main steel bar. This is the reinforcement. It moves in this way. It is provided like this. The distance which you have seen, it is the clear cover which is kept. Clear cover. Okay. So this is your main steel bar. This bar is your main steel bar, and this is 10 bar. Now this is reinforcement details of reinforcement details of flight BC. This is we are doing for flight BC. So now flight BC 10 bar about, what was the spacing? I think 110 something, no? Or less spacing was there. 10 bar about 60 or 100 center to center. What was
Spacing 110.
spacing किती होता?
110.
For main steel. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is our main steel bar. This is main steel. For your understanding, I will write. So otherwise, whatever bar shown in the red, it is your main steel. That bar which I have shown in the red, this is your main steel, and this is the sectional elevation I am showing to you, so that you can see the bar profile. Okay. Then top extra bar. Now see top extra bar how it is provided. I will show it to you in blue. Top extra bar. So top extra bar, it comes from here, from top. Okay. Then it will move like this. This is your top extra bars up to this point, and from here it will come down like this. This is your top extra bar. Same bar, I will draw it once again. It is not properly drawn. So here up to this point it comes like this, and after that it is bent, and this length whatever you are seeing over here now, this length is nothing but its development length. Up to the development length it penetrates inside, and for this point it is starts from here. Okay. Then this is the profile. This blue is your top extra bars. This is the top extra bar, and top extra bar is having the spacing double to that of this your main steel. So here this is the top extra bar, and this bar is 10 diameter, about 220 center to center, double the spacing. Okay. Now after this, last thing is your distribution steel. So the distribution steel is shown by green. So distribution steel is like this. Here the distribution steel I am showing to you. These are the distribution steel bars. This is the distribution steel. This is your 8 bars. These are 8 bars. About what was the spacing for distribution? 200, I think so. 200 center to center. This is the reinforcement details for flight BC. Same we can draw for flight AB. Okay. Again, if we draw for flight AB now. So for flight AB, again the same thing will be there. This is your approach. This is the approach. Then the going length. Here will be the landing. Okay. So now same diagram. Again we will show the main reinforcement by red color. Okay. So main steel bars, again the same profile is there. Now this is for flight AB. See, this is for flight AB. This is for flight AB. So for flight AB now, this is the main steel profile I am drawing. Okay. So this is your main bar. What was the spacing for this? Now this is again 10 bar. This is 10 bar. About किती काढलं होतं आपण 165. 160.
165 mm.
Okay. 165 center to center. Then again we will draw this what we can say top extra bar. This top extra bar will be like this. This is the top extra bar. It will come up to the development length. You know that now how to calculate the development length. Phi sigma s upon 4 tau bd. This is the formula for development length. We have seen in DCS1 also. Okay. So from there you will get the formula and you will come to know that how much length will be there to project these top extra bars. So this is the top extra bar. So this is center to center. It is 165 means 330. Okay. mm033 about this torque mm. Here it is 10. So 10 bar about 330 center to center. And finally, we will provide the distribution steel. So here we are going to provide the distribution steel bars. So these are the distribution bars. For these bars, it is again 8 mm bar. These are 8 mm bar, about 200 mm center to center. About 200 mm center to center. So this is the reinforcement details. Okay. These are the reinforcement details for flight B and flight AB. Okay. So with this now, this unit is over. Okay, we have seen the design of dogleg staircase. We have seen the design of open well staircase. How to design. In the examination, normally 95% the question will be asked on dog-legged staircase, because for the open well staircase the design procedure is very long. So that is why in the examination normally the question will be on dog-legged staircase. But still we have gone through both the designs, how to design it. We have also drawn the reinforcement details also. Okay, reinforcement details also we have drawn. Okay. So now with this note, today we will stop over here. In the next lecture, I will start the next unit, isolated footing.